When I first had the car, it can be a little bit intimidating because you're thinking you're driving a rally car on the road and you've got all these switches. I do remember setting off the fire extinguisher in the garage. That wasn't a good thing, and trying to stop it, and I couldn't, and it was all running out the bottom of the car and the engine. But for me, I was actually using the car a lot, like, you know, probably a couple of times a week. I'd get out in the car. Probably one of my worst experiences because I let a lot of people sit in the cars. My little nephew was in there. He turned the brake bias totally to rear, and I went out and I thought brakes feel a little bit like they're not really working, and well, they wasn't. So I almost went up the back of someone, come back, and then realised he'd turned the toggle all the way around. So I've actually put a setting in there now that you can't move it, because obviously I was taking it to a lot of shows, and I love people sitting and enjoying the car. So if you look back at the days 1987, I was just in love with Lancia at the time, but I had to wait until my 40th birthday to be able to purchase the car of my dreams, which was a rally car. It's obviously loud because you're rattling when you're in a car, and then it just goes and it just makes a beautiful sound through the exhaust, but then when you're lifting off, you're getting the turbo bushes, so you're getting quite a unique character to the car. I didn't realise, you know, on rally cars, you know, you hear them and you know they sound good, but it's only when you're inside them, like when you drive a Subaru WRC, all you hear is a whine from the car. This, you can actually hear the exhaust and you hear the turbo chatter. So obviously Lancia Delta, 6 times world champion, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92. So 6 manufacturers' crowns in a row, unprecedented at the time. This car had, you know, a very, very solid four-wheel drive platform, and I think because it was a very small design, it drove exceptionally well. And just thinking back in that time of seeing the car, especially in a Martini livery, I mean, you can see today I've got a lot of Martini clothing, but I love the Martini livery. I think it's one of the best. I love the sort of deep red against the blue, and it just melts my heart seeing this car. You know, when you go out in this car, when people see it like today, they just stop in the road. You know, we've been pulled over many times doing the filming. It is incredible. We had a few people pull over and we chatted to them, and they just said, this is the car. Like, this is the car. I know Subaru went on, I've got Subarus here, Focuses, whatever, but the Lancia was the one that really drove that, you know, 6 times world championships, Juha Kankkunen winning, and people remember that fondly. Yeah, for me, Lancia is the absolute pinnacle of rally cars. I say 6 world championship wins in a row, an era when rallying was just absolutely booming. 6 million people in Wales to watch Colin McRae in '95, and that's all led through a lot of Lancia absolutely dominating in that time. But also, what a car. I mean, it's a car that you just love. It's never going to go out of style. Everyone who looks at it loves it. Yeah, so it's really interesting today getting back out on the road, because I've had about 12 months of works to the car, new petrol tank, a few bits done underneath, and the emotion is just unbelievable. I mean, I'm very fortunate to have an amazing collection of cars that's taken me a long time to achieve. I actually started with this Lancia Delta as the first one I bought in 2013. Today I drove her in a Porsche GT3 Touring, actually the ex-Chris Harris car. I thought I had an amazing drive, and then I realised that the Lancia is still the one, and when you start up a car like this, the just the whole movement of the car. The emotion's incredible. You start driving and you think, wow, I've got no brakes because it has to warm up. It's a dog gearbox, so you don't use the clutch on the way up, you use it on the way down. And you have to learn to drive again, and the steering's amazing. It's like driving a fly. You just go in, and then I was thinking, I'm driving thinking I don't want to stop, and you have to realise you're on the road. The car gives you an amazing feeling that's unrivaled. So the first time I saw the car was actually at Walker's garage in Yorkshire, and I went up there and there was a U-Haul Kankkunen car. I couldn't quite afford that, and they had another car which was a Group N / Group A car, had a lot of the bits on, never been on the road before, and I thought, can't quite stretch to a Kankkunen car. Imagine back then it was probably 150,000 I remember for the Kankkunen car, 45,000 for this car. Imagine that now, that was 2013. The appreciation's been huge on the cars now. And I thought, well, I'm just going to drive it on the road, I'm going to use it. And I received the car, and it was a bit of a magical moment because you dream all your life, you watch Carlos Sainz, Kankkunen, McRae, Burns, Solberg, and then you're actually in a car of that era and you're actually driving it on the road, and the memory of that is really, I remember the second drive out, going past a pub, like boom, and everyone going, yeah, come on Lancia, and that was, for me, one of the best times of my life. I'm thinking, I'm going to go turn around and go back past them, wham, again, and they're like, yeah, and that was, for me, what this car's all about. It's a happy car. It's a place that makes you feel passionate. It's obviously Italian brand in Lancia, but the passion of Lancia from that time was amazing. My name's Richard Groves and I drive a Lancia Delta Group A.